bunnies adorable? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I captured them on film. I looked out the window this morning and I seen 2 bunnies hopping around. They were out by the cars at first, they weren't in our yard. And I waited and waited and waited and they finally hopped into our yard and I was like, oh, I got them on camera. They were so cute. Well, this week has been a crazy week. So, last weekend, I ended up pulling a muscle in my back. So I was going extra to the chiropractor. And then one morning, of course, I was in the middle of filming probably 2 to 3 different videos. I woke up and this whole side of my eye area down in here was swollen, red. It's starting to get a little better today. But oh my goodness, one of my videos, you're gonna see it pretty prominent red on my eye because I was like, doggone it, I was right in the middle of filming and I woke up to just massive allergy eye. Okay, and then, oh my goodness, you guys. Jason ended up reading on our neighborhood website that the water truck got stolen. I mean, a water truck? Really? What are you gonna do with a water truck? I have no idea. So apparently the keys were left in the water truck and they use it to spray down the dirt roads because they're still building in this area. So somebody or 2 people that I know of got into the truck, started it up, had a hard time getting it going apparently. People heard the truck start up and they took off with it. Well, one guy ended up chasing this water truck. He said that the water truck ended up rolling and it rolled all the way over. He said the 2 people that were in the truck jumped out and took off running across the field. Oh my goodness. I'm like, what in the world? I mean, it's not like you can hide a water truck. You can't sell a water truck. So it must have just been complete utter vandalism, I'm assuming, for somebody to steal the water truck here in our neighborhood. But by the end of the week, which was yesterday, because today is our Friday, today is Jason's 3-day weekend. So yesterday, Jason was notified by the CEO of his company that they are all headed back to work Monday morning. They were going to wait until the end of August for the majority of them, and just the upper management was heading back Monday. But the CEO decided that he wants all of the safety people and upper management to start back on Monday. We don't know the schedule of it yet. They're still putting that together. So we don't know if he's gonna get maybe a couple of days here at home a week, which is what they originally had talked about. And we're really, really hoping that he only has to go into the office for like maybe even 3 days and the rest of the time can be here at home. After I decorated the tier trays and the table centerpiece, I ended up continuing to go around our home and put up little splashes of 4th of July decor. And I'm gonna take you around a little bit here and I'm gonna show you what I ended up doing. Okay, I'm starting off with the vintage window. So I kept this pretty simple. I usually have a 4th of July swag right here, but I decided to keep it off this year and I only hung up the 4th of July flag. I believe we found this at Walmart last year. Over here on the door, I made this last year. I have a video on it. I'll have it linked below and in an iCard. I just love this. It hangs really well on my door because I have a screen door and I need something that is, you know, thinner and works when the door is closed, and this is perfect for it. Over on the coffee area, I have this little truck that I had showed you in my Hobby Lobby haul, hanging right here below the coffee shelves. So on the bottom shelf, I filled this lantern with some red, white, and blue stars. And then I put the bunny on top of the books. And then I have these cute little wooden stars that I had purchased at, I think on Etsy last year. If I can find them, I'll have them linked below. And then on the top shelf, I put a American flag. And then over here, I have this little star that says "Let Freedom Ring." So just little splashes. And then right below it is the tiered tray. And this, oh my goodness. Look at this. I already showed you on Instagram if you follow me, but oh, I have wanted this since I had Justin. I seen this, and Justin and Timothy bought this for me for Mother's Day this year, and oh, it's just so dear to my heart. I love it. And then for the basket by the back door, I put this wooden star, Hobby Lobby, last year. A couple flip-flops. I believe I found that on Etsy, or I think it was Etsy, the flip-flops. Like I said, if I can find this stuff, I'll have it linked below. And then Let Freedom Ring sign. And then I kept this plant in this basket, but I put this little 4th of July bicycle. It looks like it's going to be in a parade. And that's all I did. Oh, I also added to the stove, I added my little light blue colored star towel. I found that at Target this year. I didn't add anything to the top of the curio cabinet in the living room. I just left it like it was from the summer decorations. So that's it. I just did real simple, quick things. Oh, also, Lori and Terry had suggested a couple of things inside of the blue lantern that's on my tiered tray. And Lori had suggested red, white, and blue M&Ms. I never even thought about that. I think that is such a great idea. But then Terry suggested even red, white, blue pieces of ribbon or something like that inside of the lantern. I love that idea, so I definitely want to do something like that with that lantern. If I don't this year, I'm going to next year. Because it is Jason's 3-day weekend, we are taking this Friday, and the 4 of us, I almost said 3, the 4 of us are going to head out, and we are going to find things to do, which we have been planning this all week, and we have been looking so forward to today. We are gonna head over to Canyon. They have a museum over there we wanna look at. There is a restaurant we want to go to. And then we were talking about the bookstore over there we love so much, we haven't been to in so long. Thank you, COVID. And also the 50s Diner. And then we found some other things we're hoping to go see too. Okay, we all decided we're starting off with lunch first. We're going to go to one of our favorite restaurants. It's called Feldman's. And their burgers, just everything we've ever had here, honestly, has been really super good. We hardly get over here to be able to eat at this restaurant, so we're looking very forward to enjoying our lunch. That won't be so full, we won't want to walk through the museum, you guys.
Oh no, we'll be fine.
Feldman's did not disappoint. Oh my goodness. It was really good. But our table had a word search game on it, and it was so fun to sit there and try to find the words as we were waiting for the food to come out. Jason's ended up having one of the words was spelt wrong. He couldn't even find it for the longest time. It was airplane, right?
Yeah.
And they ended up having ARR plane, like somebody messed it up. But usually they have a train that goes around the restaurant, and they didn't have it going today, so it was kind of a bummer. But they always have things all over the wall to look at, and we just sit there and look and look and look at everything. There's movies and records and all kinds of things. Now we are on the campus of the college, and we are going to head into the museum. We just left the museum. We were in the museum for, oh man, probably a good couple hours, wouldn't you say? It's a huge museum. I had no idea it was that large. It has 2 stories, and then toward the end, Jason and Tim got lost in the museum, and they ended up finding a basement, and down in the basement they have a bunch of Civil War memorabilia and stuff. So we didn't go to the basement this time, but we are going to come back another day because we did the main floor and then the upstairs, and it was a lot. They had art and cars and, you know, war memorabilia, guns. I mean, it was just crazy. It was so full of different things. We just really enjoyed it. Whenever we're in Canyon, we always try to stop at a new and used bookstore, and it is called the Burrowing Owl. We absolutely love this bookstore. It is so quaint and just cozy and comfy. They have a great big humongous couch in the back you can sit on and read. Oh, I just love it. They have like a little closet type area set up like in Narnia, and you can walk through, and then it opens up to the children's book section. It's just awesome in there. Okay, now we're gonna head over to a 1950s style diner. That place was packed, which is really good to see. We were worried that it would have closed down during COVID, and it didn't. If they had shut it down probably during COVID, I'm sure, but it is booming now, so we're pretty excited that they're still open. Well, on our way here, we spotted a really cool little vintagey type popcorn store. So we're gonna go back that way and we're gonna check it out. And then that's gonna be our last stop here in Canyon. Then we're gonna head home. Okay, that little popcorn candy shop was really amazing. They had all of the old style vintage candies that we had when we were little and then some. I mean, it was just, we looked and looked and looked. We ended up getting a few things to try or things that we remembered and we can't find anywhere, and they have it there. It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed that one. We'll have to remember that that one's there. On our car ride home, our feet are hurting so bad after today. And Timothy, we were standing in the last store. He said to me, he goes, Mom, he goes, my feet hurt. I'm just standing here and my feet hurt so bad. And I'm like, I know, mine do too. We're just not used to being on our feet for that long of time. We have the perfect solution and a good way to relax. We have a foot massager. Have you ever had a foot massage? Oh my goodness, those things feel so good, don't they? They work on your feet, they work on your calves, and afterwards you just feel so good. Plus, it's really good for blood circulation. Well, Relax USA got a hold of me the other day and wanted us to test out their foot and calf massager. Oh my goodness, this thing is so neat. I have to share this with you because this is a perfect thing to have at the end of a very busy day, or when you're just relaxing and reading a book. You can put this on your feet or your calves and it massages your muscles. Oh, it feels so good. Doesn't this massager just look like a futuristic machine? The buttons in the middle, of course, this one is your power button. It has auto, custom, and manual. It does a counterclockwise motion. You can change your different directions and speeds. In the custom mode, it has a rolling component that massages you clockwise in a rolling motion. In the manual mode, you can choose the speed, intensity, and the directions to use that's best for you. And it comes with a remote, so you can just press the remote as you're sitting with your feet or your calves in this massager. All right, Jason is sitting in his recliner and he has it going either clockwise or counterclockwise. Are you choosing the different settings?
Yeah.
How does
it feels really good, and you can speed it up.
Would this be amazing for after you get out of work on a busy day?
Yeah, definitely. It like has rollers that go into the balls of your feet. Your heels, it doesn't really do much for your heels, but the sides and the top and the very bottom, including your arches. In this one, this setting, it's going one way for a few rotations, and then it switches and goes backwards and goes the opposite. You can hear it click. And when it does that, it's switching the direction of the rollers.
Jason's massaging his calves, and what we ended up doing was we turned it around and it fits your calves perfectly. What do you think about it massaging your calves?
It's like a deep tissue massage is what it feels like.
This would be good for an athlete too.
Yes, it would.
Or after you come out from a walk, if you go for a walk or a jog. My turn. Oh my goodness. All right, it has these almost like a ball on the bottom of your foot, and it goes up and down your foot, and then it kind of gently massages and squeezes the sides of your feet. Oh, this feels so good. Oh yeah, I could get used to this. Timothy took the massager. You're using this while you're playing games?
Yeah, my feet get tired walking around in Azeroth, so.
All right, what do you think of this?
It's great. It's probably the best foot massage I've ever had.
After me and Jason have used that massager, we were sitting here thinking it actually warmed up my feet. Did it warm up your feet?
Yeah, my toes are always cold. It does. I have to wear socks all the time, and actually, after I was done using this thing, my toes actually started feeling warmer. So I might try this thing every evening and see if it helps with my toes.
I think that's a great idea. I know it will. It'll help with your circulation. It'll be good for you. All right, me and Jason are making a pot of coffee. It is almost 5:30 at night. We have groceries to pick up tonight, which you will see those in another video. And I think we're just going to relax. We ended up getting a few snacks like moon pie and Pop Rocks. Ooh, Pop Rocks. I got the blue raspberry. Woo! I haven't had these in forever. Do you hear them? Yummy. These are really good. Oh man. This brings me back to my childhood. Did you hear that pop?
Oh, yeah.
I jumped, it scared me. So yesterday we received a huge blessing. If you follow me on Instagram, you know about this as well. Justin got a job and we have been praying, and I know a lot of you have been praying, so thank you so much for your prayers, because prayer works. God always takes the situation and goes above and beyond what you expect. That's just how it is, and he did that in this case with Justin. Justin is going to work for a foster care company called St. Francis, and he is going to be the recruiter and working with foster parents. He will be working with foster children, and he's going to be involved in social work. So we are thrilled that he gets to be in this part of a ministry, and he gets to work with kids, he gets to work with parents, and we think that it is just going to be a huge blessing to Justin. Justin has always wanted to work with children and definitely have some sort of a ministry, so God just kind of put it all together, and he gets to get paid while he does this ministry. Plus, another bonus with this job, Justin gets to work from home. Every third Thursday of the month, he does have to go into the office, but all the other time that he works, he gets to be here at home. So we're just thanking God for this huge blessing in Justin's life. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for us for tonight. I think we're just going to get our pajamas on and we are going to relax and watch some TV, or maybe even play a couple video games or something like that. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.